I couldn't notice the utility belt in the radio. What are you? Sorry, madam, what are you? Security. Oh, I see. So I was just hanging out and then the police turn up. What have you done, Roy? Oh, hi. Sorry.
Guilty, Your Honour.
Wait, so Roy, who are you and what are you watching?
You're watching the cveitch channel. Tune in, subscribe, like, do everything.
Yeah, and are we stood in front of Lancaster's Cracky Corner?
This is Cracky Corner, not Cracky Gardens, Cracky Corner.
Thanks, Roy. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to
All the
meet you.
best.
All right.
Thanks, mate. These houses behind me are quite scary. Who lives in them? Who are they for? Welcome to Central Lancaster. We're on South Road. You guys like context? There's your context. Let's get a bit more. So, and it's election season. You got here, re-elect Labour Cat Smith. And in the window it says cats for Cat Smith. Cat Smith represents the wino aunts who failed the Darwinian selection event, did not have children, and now she has 10 cats who she treats as her kids. Vote for her. What satellite are you looking at? Bush satellite. Low over the horizon, clearly. Still on South Road, going into Central Lancaster, and first bit of evidence of the culture war. Scratchy on that Israeli flag. That's upset someone, the placement of that flag. No entry, no re-entry. Okay. We'll look across the road to Royal Lancaster Infirmary. I came to visit here and have a little film around outside during COVID and lockdown. It was very quiet, but luckily, unlike that other woman down south, I didn't get thrown in jail for reporting that the hospitals were actually empty during the Chinese coffin sneeze. Why have Tourette's and swear uncontrollably when you can have turrets and make your building look nice? So we arrive at the Toll House Inn on the left. I think there's an abandoned Revolution nightclub straight ahead, and I can see a furled up Palestine coloured banner. And if we come to the bottom window, ceasefire or seafire. Seafire how? Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. God damn it, Britannia's lovely. There's a generator and some workmen. I don't know if they've evicted the pro-Hamas students. Now, I have a bit more understanding and forgiveness and empathy for your very young radicals. In a way, that's the job of the young, to be a bit radical. It would be boring if all students were conservative and right-wing. So it's more once you hit your early 30s and you start having children and well-paid jobs, then you've got stuff to conserve. And that says, which side are you on? Should it not be whose side are you on? Israel? I like the wallpaper though. Yeah, in the old Revolution bar. It's being redone up. There's a bunch of tradesmen in there doing real work, real manly work, fixing it. I'm not going to stick the camera in there and shock them. There are allies, people with jobs, doing good things. Oh shit, forgot to stop that one. Don't think I've ever been to Lancaster Police Station. Just walking around randomly, here it is. Prerequisite, it's very ugly. Prerequisite, big antenna. More prerequisites, they're struggling to control the civil collapse of Great Britain. Let's do some art here. Let's see if I do a 10 times optical zoom on this shit art. Shit art, if I can get the police van in it. Oh! Yeah, that worked quite well, actually. Oh, British decay and decline. Oh, how the empire is over. We look at Ashton House here. I like the Victorian soot. That is all soot. All the black on the sandstone is soot. Ah, yes. I remember the traffic in Lancaster being quite heavy. Wait till rush hour, that'll mess them all up. There's a lot of police about as well. Maybe they're looking for the same thing I am. The Palestine Solidarity camp. It's here at St. Simon's Arcade, and it's been redeveloped and recobbled, but they've left the old horse ties In the good old days, you got to go into the city centre, you got to tie up your horse. Lots of horse parking. You're going to park your horse? Or maybe your pony, if he's just a little horse. Lovely. I wasn't even going to come down the street, but the horse ties have brought me. Let's try that alleyway. So we come out of St. Simon's Arcade. That way goes towards Lancaster train station. This is the back of the town hall. Here's the town hall. And here's the main drive. Or shall I say walk? It's pedestrianised. Well, kind of pedestrianised. Last time I was in Lancaster, here in the main square, I think they used to have a fountain or a place to hang criminals. I can't tell. It's a raised platform. Maybe a fountain. Oh, there they are. They've even got their own wheelchair person. There was a nice collection of crackheads being spoken to by a police officer. It's nice to see that the crackheads have remained, although it's bad to see that. I want them gone. Gone as in, I want them to improve their lives and become hardworking, productive members of society that will bring its own reward to them. I'm stood outside Aroma Chef Chinese restaurant. It's okay, a bit pricey for what it is. And we come around looking at the square, and of course, true story. When my parents lived out in Saudi Arabia, when I was at boarding school in Scotland, I used to buy Zippo lighters in Saudi Arabia and then sell them to my teachers and school friends in Edinburgh. Oh, 47 quid for a Zippo. Charlie Veitch indeed. Hello,
Nice
mate.
to
How
meet
are
you,
you?
mate. Nice to
Oh,
meet
good.
you. I watch
Thank
all
you.
your videos, buddy.
Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
Do you mind if I get a picture with you?
Only if I can use you in my video too.
Yeah, that's
Hey, look at this
nice
big guy.
to meet you,
Thanks,
Charlie.
mate. Appreciate
Have
it.
a good one, boy.
Demographically, Lancaster is one of these English cities that is still very English. It hasn't been pounded, ravaged, and made raw. You know, hasn't been rubbed raw by the excessive trials of. Hello, mate. You okay? All good. Thank you. Look at that, another viewer. Good place. Hasn't been pounded and rubbed raw by immigration so much. Of course, you'll see them. There are people walking around who may have settled here, but there's not that many of them. Going into Greens. Anyone fancy a gamble? My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is almost ruined. Lancaster is one of those universities where the campus is not in the city centre. It's not even near the city. It's 2 miles away. And I drove around, I went to Alexandra Square, and the pro-Hamas LARPers, live action role players, so you shorten it to LARPer, live action, role playing, LARP. They're all gone, just like the Manchester ones. They've given up. I guess they got sick of people asking them where the hostages are, so they've put their tents away. They've gone back to class. And the latest scandal from Lancaster Uni is that one of the activists, one of the radicals, got a little bit aggressive, and Lancaster University has suspended him with the thought of expelling him. Think about that, students. So I know it's in the middle of the day. It's 1:40 in the afternoon. There's Gillows we've just been looking at. But then look, Lancaster University Students' Union, the Sugar House, Lancaster's largest nightclub. And, well, national, yes. That's technically true, yes. Let's find the world's not the world's. Look at this old wall. Lancastrian wall. But Sugar House is over there. I'll go past. I'll do a little film by, a walk by. Well, yeah, the slaughterhouse. No, what's it called? Sugar House, not slaughterhouse. I'm thinking of Kurt Vonnegut. I'll look at the back of City Block. You can see the extensions, the modernist tumors they've put on its body. Let me come back here. So it's funny that there's a lot of Lancaster University stuff not at the campus. It's actually here in the city centre. Sugar House against spiking. So the urban myth of drinks being spiked left, right and centre continues. I remember in the year 1999, It was a big thrill at Edinburgh University. All the girls would get shit-faced, wake up with a headache, and oh, I've been spiked. They go to hospital, they do a toxicology. Yeah. What was that? It was amazing. They were just getting shit-faced. So they do the toxicology report, the blood tests, and 99.99 times out of 100, it would just be alcohol in the young ladies. Alcohol, not spiking, not drugs. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but the vast majority of the time it's just girls drinking too much, doing things they wouldn't do whilst sober, looking for a scapegoat, looking for a reason to get fired up. Oh, I am so beautiful, so stunning that men will risk a 10-year sentence to drug me to have me. At least here on this road, I found a house I can afford. Here, number 55. Here's the gate. But I reckon I could afford this one. That's a doer-upper, guys. Okay, so it's 174,999. But, you know, you think about it, it's a fixer-upper, a kind of one-year project. I've come this way to investigate this cylindrical bad boy here. Hello, you okay? Hey, hey. And before we do, free plug for that guy, whatever his business was. I like him. Lancaster Spiritualist Church. I went to a spiritualist church back in the day for a laugh. And what a load of shit. Cold reading, scammy. It was like some sort of like talent show in Skegness. Judges Lodgings Museum. It's a big house for a judge. Or maybe judges, plural. Many judges. Now let's just enjoy Oldie England. Gillow & Co. This was a shop. Now, of course, flats. Look at these old windows. Look at this, guys. They had a dream back in Oldie England. They knew that they were blessed by God to conquer the whole world and bring it to freedom, liberty, justice, love, truth, and beauty the British way. The British spent 20 to 30 years fighting slave ships, slavery, pirates. The British ended the slave trade around the world. And we gave India an almost functioning democracy. And I agree with Nigel Farage. Let's stop telling young British and young European kids that they're responsible for atrocities and horror. If it wasn't for the Europeans and the British, the world would be an utter hellhole. So, rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Check this out. So, this building worked as a prison. I'll show you the prison bit in a second. Check this out. Sculpture workshop. Hello.
You get a quarry to do really big cutting.
Is that Colonel Sanders? Hope you don't mind me filming, sir. Sorry. Is that okay? Thank you. You look like have anyone ever said either? Thank you. You know, you look like a fusion of Colonel Sanders and Leon Trotsky. You ever had that one?
No.
No? Have you ever had Leon Trotsky?
No.
Or Colonel Sanders?
No.
I am surprised. Maybe I'm just a kind of scraping the barrel of culture, and I'm just although I did mention a famous communist, so. Why don't you be yourself, the incredible sculptor at Lancaster Castle?
I don't want an ice pick in my head, do I?
No, you do not want an ice pick. Although the best way to not get an ice pick in your head is to not promote extreme ideologies. Ooh.
Discuss.
Discuss. Anyway, I'm going to quickly film your brain. I'm going to respect your privacy and say thank you for letting me film here. That is a lovely brain.
Everyone needs a spare one.
Oh, God, I know, for sure. Thank you, sir. Red Rose of Lancaster. And see that there? All that? This is His Majesty's prison, Lancaster Castle. It's no longer a prison, but it's impressive. No, I'm just happy that you're allowed to come in here and walk around for free. I went with Laura to Skipton on Sunday in the sunshine, and Skipton Castle you have to pay. It's privately owned. Let's go out. Do you remember when we were young and how much you'd enjoy a school trip? Field trip to Lancaster Castle, no lessons today! And they're off back to school, poor things. I recognize those movements. And when the anorexic legs don't even fill the skinny jeans, I know that phenotype. I know what she's into. And it begins with C and ends with K. And for all you dirty-minded people, no, it's not that other word. Look at this little guy, look at this puppy. The flag. What's the shop called? Analog. Yeah, it checks out. Well, here in Lancaster, the NatWest, National Westminster Bank, still has quite a big, pretty building. I'm going to try and sneak in just to the entry lobby, see if it is purdy. Are they delivering money from this old rusty boy? I think they are. No, it's crap in there. It's not nice at all. Why waste time? Lancaster isn't on the coast. It's a few miles from the coast. The coastal town next to us is called Morecambe. You may know Morecambe because 24 years ago or so, about 10 Chinese cockle pickers drowned. The tide came in, they got into difficulty in the mud, and they all drowned. And the Chinese cockle picker was a meme for about a year, back in the year 2000 or so. You may hear seagulls here, because seagulls, they come into land, they lose the name sea, they just become gulls, land gulls. I've been walking around Lancaster now for a good hour. I might stop soon, get some refreshments. Remember, don't blame the money man. Come to me. Don't blame the money man. He just delivers the money. I wonder if they ever get tempted to steal £500,000 in cash and just disappear and retire. Got a friend waiting in the sea with a little dinghy to get him to France. A reverse immigrant with £500,000. So, market, gate, shopping centre, a couple of fluorescents coming through. So just in the immediate image, bottom left. Like every town, there's a gaggle of, they look Afghan, Bulgarian, I don't even know now. They look suitably exotic. And don't tell me this is private security patrolling the main streets. I don't believe it. Not for 1 second. Well, customer service officer. Oh, maybe they're looking for shoplifters. Yep, I would say that's what they're looking for. I'm in some sort of indoor-outdoor mall. The two security guys gave up. They've given up. Although they are walking with intent to the left, I might go follow. I was not aware of the Waterstones, and I was not aware of the Marks and Spencer straight ahead. So this is all new to me. And a shop called Miss Frog. Wow, is that a policewoman? I think it might be. Wait, she's wearing like a utility belt with radio and tools and things. Is that a cop? Are you a policewoman? What is that? Sorry to be curious. Just doing a video about Lancaster. I couldn't notice the utility belt and the radio. What are you? Sorry, madam. What are you? Security. Oh, I see. Yeah? Old guy.
Old guy.
I think this is a cracky. Oh, and there's, oh my God, what's going on down there? Lancaster's getting exciting. Castlegate security. Again, it's always funny seeing private security walking around in public streets. I'm not saying they're not allowed, but surely they've got as much power as me. As in not very much. Hello, madam. Sorry, I couldn't help notice you gave a few coins to the lady back there. You are aware she's just going to spend it on drugs and alcohol. So it might be the best thing to not give them cash and maybe give it to a charity.
I do think it's a charity.
I know, but they trick... You think that that's going to go help her day. She's going to go and destroy another 5 million brain cells. But anyway...
It's up to her, innit?
No, it is, but my advice is don't give them money. I doubt
it's
it.
Not that much, anyway. It's good for to buy drinks.
Nah, but you must agree with me. It's probably going to go on drugs and alcohol, isn't it?
Well, quite possibly.
Quite possibly. Okay, I'll accept quite possibly. I'll let you go.
Give her enough for that.
Fair enough. Thank you, madam. All the best to you. Thank you. There's another collection of crackies on the bench. I notice here in Lancaster, they don't have their beer bottles or whiskey openly. They decant it into a soft drinks bottle. All watched over by Balkan Boy. Turns out the Lancaster McDonald's is also very dangerous. Due to recent circumstances, we are no longer accepting more than 2 youths. What's youths code for? Youths in our store. Please remove any non-religious head coverings. Just say it's religious. What are they going to do? Argue with you? Traffic's gone a bit funny here. Just be patient, drivers. Money man outside Virgin Money. Is it possible to have Virgin... Oh no, he's not going to Virgin Money. No, no. Where is it? Where's the sign? Where's our man going? Where doth he take us the cash to? Oh, there's a shot. Look at the demographics. Where's Money Man? Oh, he's gone into Greg's. He's gone for a sausage roll. So I'm looking here at second-hand phones. And they sell other things, video game accessories, consoles. And you come across to the famous one, cveitch. And they sell everything from consoles to iPads to graphics cards to headphones. Glad those people have walked away, I can rant now. So the prices aren't just a little bit more expensive than the internet. It's a lot more than the internet. Now you'd expect that a bit, but I can conclude that the biggest clients of these cash-only places are people who don't want to leave an electronic trail of what they're buying. There's a lot of people in society nowadays that deal only in cash. Narcotraficantes. I'm back at the police station. Okay. I'm sure it was a van LCD that gave me the wave and the hello, but it was blue, I think. Anyway, let the man work hard. See that there? That's similar to the situation, the first and only time I've ever been caught masturbating. I was in a hotel on the first floor. I looked out the window and there was no way for anyone at all to look into my hotel room. So I splayed myself out on the bed and began to self-pollute. Next thing you know, I look to my right, shaft in hand, and it's a window cleaner on a ladder looking in at me, pretending not to see. I just pulled the duvet over myself and pretended to be asleep, and we all acted as if nothing had happened. True story. There's the back of the court, Lancaster Court, and in front of me, new house, and look how ugly the balconies were. Turn of the millennium, 20 years ago, they're like, just put some corrugated iron. Shit. They'll buy it up. Property will always go up in value. Hey, Mr. Iron. Just perched myself. In fact, I need to get a drink. I'm parched. Thought I had one on me. I went into, what was it? Iceland for a drink. They don't even sell drinks on their own. Not even B&M Bargains did it. And there's no Tesco Express or mini stores here. I wonder what's in that window there. Nothing. What's up, doggy? Court view. Nice balconies. Corrugated iron shit. Cheapo cheapo. What's all this about? Fiat 500. Hairdresser's car. Da-na-na-da. Get my hat from underneath. Da-na. Oh! There you go, Indiana Jones reference. Another cylinder here at Alborg Place. There's the back of the court. There's George Street, there's Robert Street, and the sun's coming out. Look at the top of the town hall. Let's get past. Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. Thank you. The gentleman said I can say hello to his gorgeous skinny whippet. Look at that. I've been seeing a lot of them, and if I was to get a dog now, I would get a whippet. I've never met one that I didn't like. They're always very calm.
They're just the best.
They're lovely. And is it a boy or a girl? Boy.
Boy, and he's 11, would you believe?
11? He's in very good shape. He's not put on a beer belly or anything.
No, neither have I.
No.
We keep each other in good form.
And in, so in dog years, a dog's 77. Similar to your age, or you're a bit younger?
I'm a bit younger than that, thankfully.
Thankfully. Well, think of it. What's the doggy called?
He's called Spig.
Spig. Good doggy. Look at this lovely hound. Big fan. Thank you very much. I'd like to have a word with the Roads Division of Lancashire County Council for their excessive usage of temporary traffic lights, especially around Reed and Simonstone on the way to Clitheroe. How dare you! As far as Victoria memorial statues go, this one's quite epic. Let's begin at the bottom. You got all the lads, science, technology, spirituality, Christianity, empire. You've got the lions, and then you've got Queen Victoria herself. Look at that. Some say the Victorian era was the peak of humanity on Earth. Turned out to be a nice day. Oh, there's M&S. I need a drink. I'm not allowed. Is this allowed? Juicy vitamin water. Ooh, I like it moist. Back in the main square, there's a town hall now, museum or something. The gaggle of crackheads have been moved on by the police because Lancaster is a designated nice town, nice city, where they want people to enjoy life. It's not a sanctuary for aggressive, slow suiciding crackheads, and so they'll clean it up. I'm going to go investigate, see if they've moved down to the other bench, or if they've just been asked to leave the city centre completely. Shock horror, they've all been moved on. It's all babies and dads and families now. How nice. Whereas Piccadilly Gardens in Manchester, designated cracky zone. I got it wrong, viewers. I'm sat on the bench directly behind me. Some women have brought their babies to hang out with the alcoholics and the crackheads. And I came around the corner, and there's a very inebriated man kissing a baby. I wasn't ready for this Hogarthian vision of Britain. When your mother takes you in a pram as a 9-month-old to go hang out with drug takers, crackheads and drunks in the city square, I don't even know what to say. Just nuke the whole place from orbit, except don't, because architecture in it. Oh God, McDonald. Of all the shots to say nice architecture. No, but it is nice. Don't nuke it. We return to some historical tourism. See here in Greens. Lovely building. In 1904, it was one of England's first ever car showrooms. I think it's called the River Loon, as in the moon, lunar. And that there is Millennium Bridge, built in the year 2000, I'd guess. And, oh, train in the distance. Let's get the train. Oy. And back to the river. The nice squeaks of jackdaws as they fly above. And this is a bit of Lancaster I've never been to. And the tide is out. Is it tidal over here? Looks like it, doesn't it? Is this like still the estuary? The Morecambe lunar estuary. Are the Fiat ambulances too Italian for you? Too big? Perhaps a small German, tight little number. Yeah, that's better. All day Sunday. That's actually a fantastic deal. Let's just have a slightly closer look at this mixing infants with crackheads.
Adamant she was carrying on, she was dressed and ready to go, but she was medically refused and took her 6 this morning, told her you don't go anywhere, that's it. So she's been unable to eat and drink, and apparently the torrential days it was impossible to manage what was an eagle age infection. There's always some problem.
I have no idea what the ladies are on about, but I'm sure my directional microphone has picked up some of it. Anyway, she's blocking my view to the women bringing babies to Crackhead Gardens. To the Lancaster Crackhead Gardens. Yep. The police have decanted themselves, uncamped, derobed, exited, delivered, removed their own livers. They've exited the police van and they've gone up this way, and I'm missing it. But I like to film before I get there. Have they gone into M&S? Let's see. Oh, where are they? Where's my coppers? Where's my coppers? You guys around here? No, I've lost them. They must be in Marks and Spencer's. They must be. Lunchtime. I pretended to be important to the security guards to tell me where they were. And they're upstairs getting lunch. All of a sudden, the sky's cleared. The clouds are gone. The ozone is blue. And what do we see in there? They're not allowed, these photons. Not allowed. Feast your eyes, guys. Hello, you okay? They're cool. They don't mind. I was looking for a cop to do my outro. Start that engine, boys. Go fight some crime. This is Charlie Veitch in central Lancaster with an exclusive female crackhead brings babies to hovel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you as always on the next one.